Hello everyone, my name is Fabio. Welcome to a few more minutes of chatting about Web3 related projects. I apologize in advance for the mistakes I'm going to make speaking English. In this episode, I want to talk to you about Worldcoin and answer some of the questions I've been asked. And I will try to be as impartial as possible about this new technology. So, let's go. We can talk about WorldCoin without mentioning one of its founders, Mr. Sam Altman, 38 years old, CEO and co-founder of OpenAI, the ChatGPT company. Sam Altman is the founder of WorldCoin, which is managed by the Worldcoin Foundation that is based in the Cayman Islands and was registered on December 7, 2022. WorldCoin was created with the public goal, I repeat, public goal, of creating a way of freely distributing a currency to everyone in the world. In other words, created a universal basic income or UBI, giving everyone the possibility, regardless of geography, ethnicity, age, monetary resources, or employment, to receive an amount on a regular basis. The aim of UBI is to prevent and reduce poverty and improve equality between citizens. This is a topic that has been hotly debated and in this case is directly related to the fact that Sam Altman and his teams believe that with technological advances in AI, many jobs will disappear in the future, and this will happen at a faster rate than the rate at which people can reinvent themselves. With jobs disappearing, it is necessary to continue distributing money so that people can live. This is the idea behind WorldCoin and its UBI. Basically, when Sam Altman and his peers created ChatGPT, they developed an excellent tool and at the same time created a problem in which it will be difficult to distinguish humans from machines. So they created a new solution to the problem they themselves invented. So let's see how this UBI works. There are three main concepts. First, World ID. It's your identification in this technology. The thing that allows you to prove that you are really a human being and not a robot. Second, WorldCoin token. This is the token distributed to people when they register on this platform and then on a regular basis by simply opening the app one time every 14 days, they will receive, as of today, 3 WorldCoin tokens every 14 days. At today's value, it's about 20-ish dollars. And the third thing, the World app is the smartphone app that makes possible these distributions of WorldCoin tokens. In order for each user to have their own World ID, they need to prove that they are a human being, and there are two things easy to validate that distinguishes from all the other human beings: fingerprints and iris, with the iris having a higher percentage of reliability. In any case, just as fingerprints can change over the years, so can irises, particularly through alcohol consumption or diseases such as cataracts. WorldCoin uses the proof of personhood mechanism. Basically, it's a mechanism that allows you to prove that a person is really a person, which is extremely important if you want to guarantee democratic and global access to UBI. And there are 5 requirements to this proof of personhood. First one, needs to be inclusive and scalable to include all the people in the world. Second, needs to be fraud resistant, needs to be difficult to sell or steal, needs to be decentralized with no control by a single entity, maximizing the resilience and integrity of this infrastructure. And Finally, the users must be in control of their information, their data. The company also claims that only with each person's biometric data they can guarantee all the necessary requirements. The orb is the device that is scattered around shopping malls and is capable of scanning the iris and allowing the World ID to be issued. The company claim that the iris scan process guarantees people's privacy, verifies persons' humanity, and they claim that they don't store any images. I repeat, they say that they don't store any images. It only serves to generate a World ID. Once the World ID has been issued, each user will have two main authentication mechanisms whenever they access the app: face authentication and iris authentication. In the case of face authentication, the levels of precision and uniqueness are lower than the scanning that Orbs carries out, of course. So, when Orbs scans the eye, it also scans the person's face and transmits a file with this encrypted information to each person's cell phone. This way, everyone can use Face ID to authenticate themselves. In any case, it is not possible to guarantee that cell phones are secure. To improve security, they are working on a zero knowledge protocol for their cell phones. They plan to launch this by the end of 2024. A zero knowledge proof protocol, it's a cryptographic protocol in which one party can prove to the other party, the verifier, that a given statement is true without revealing any additional information beyond the fact that the statement is true. The other authentication, the iris authentication, the users may always have to rescan their iris. It's annoying because they have to go to a shopping center, look for an orb. This feature is expected to be completed in the next few months. Fortunately, this action will be rarely necessary. With regards to the collection of image, I want to read this information and then leave it to everyone to draw the conclusions they want. The custody of the images is optional, that is, anyone who indicates that they do not want Worldcoin to keep their images must give that indication, and that is their right. They claim that the image they kept are only used to train the algorithm to distinguish between humans and machines. So, they say they don't store the images, but they do store them? Where does that leave us? Then, they say that we can delete the app from our phone at any time. It would be a bad thing if I couldn't manage what I install or uninstall on my phone. And finally, they say they won't sell, lease, or trade our data, but they don't say that they won't distribute it for free or use it for their own purposes. Let's move on to tokenomics. WLD token, Worldcoin token, runs on Optimism, that is a layer 2 on Ethereum, with much lower transaction fees than Ethereum. Positive point. However, when the World ID is generated, it is registered using the Ethereum blockchain. Basically, Ethereum for storing World ID and Optimism for Worldcoin token transactions. Let's see token allocation. 75% is for Worldcoin token community and the rest for investors, development team, and reserve funds. So, if this is supposed to be an UBI, why is 25% of the funds for a very, very small percentage of the people? As of today, only 1.4% of all tokens plans are available. That is just over 140 million of the 10 billion intended. The fact there are so few tokens in circulation with such a lower market cap makes Worldcoin token seem to have a good price. But if we divide the value of this market cap by the supposed maximum number of Worldcoin tokens, 10 billion, it would give a value of around 10 cents per token. The point is that the 10 billion as written here is not the max supply but rather the initial supply cap. 10 billion tokens is expected to be reached in 15 years between 2038-2039. From 15 years onwards, there will be an inflation of 1.5% per year. In other words, this token has no max supply. It will have high inflation in the first few years, and then it will fall until it reaches 1.5% per year. What I foresee is that the constant and regular releases of tokens, there will be a great selling pressure and no great buying pressure. And there's no buying pressure because if people can have this token for free, why should they pay for it? To conclude, we can see that if this information is true, almost 4 million people have already had their irises scanned in the exchange for Worldcoin tokens. By the way, the people who work in the shopping centers trying to convince us to get our irises scanned are, in my opinion, exploited. They get paid in Worldcoin tokens, which is printed freely by this company. And these guys, these persons, only get paid in commission, which means that in order to make money, they have to be able to convince people to get their irises scanned. At the moment, this technology is new and little studied and analyzed. We are in a hype. Even it takes some time, the price of this token can only fall. Without passing judgment, because everyone knows for themselves, I leave you with one question. Do you really trust this company that much to exchange information that makes you unique in the world for a few dollars? Thank you very much for watching. I hope the content was interesting. Take care and see you next time.